one more thing.
Oh, what we missed?
While on the topic of England internationals, we had another brief topic we were going to add in about a former England international. Reece, didn't you want to say something about the whole Jose versus Rose, so I'll call it?
I love that.
Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah.
I've not heard that being called yet. So
I haven't seen the documentary yet.
I'm going to put that on James Beck 2020. But yeah, honestly, Danny Rose and Jose Mourinho have been. Well, this is why we love documentaries now. I think that both players knew the cameras were there. But Danny Rose and Mourinho knew the cameras were there. But you get to see glimpses of these discussions. I mean, he got binned off on loan to Newcastle, Danny Rose. I suppose we heard rumours of a fallout, but I guess you don't get to know that these things have actually happened or how they've happened, and especially the context in which these things happen. But Danny Rose has gone in there to Mourinho and he's basically said, "Why are you not playing me?" And Mourinho's gone, "Well, it's because you didn't play well in this game, and then you played okay in this game, but then you couldn't play well in training." And he's given him a little bit of a shit, excuse essentially for why he hasn't played him. Rather, he probably could have just said, "You're just not good enough." And Rose hasn't taken too kindly to it. He said, "Kane's been shit in that game, and he's trained shit. Why is he playing then?" And he structured his argument all right, but ultimately he's gone, when's Daniel Levy in? I want to go see him. And well, he didn't win that argument, let's put it that way. He got binned off on loan to Newcastle.
Have you seen it, Spoon? The clip?
I haven't seen it yet. No, I haven't seen
it. I watched it about 15 minutes ago. So it's extremely fresh. I know Reece said about the cameras thing. If you ask a lot of reality or people involved in reality TV shows, they will say that once the cameras have been there for a certain period of time, you do forget that the cameras are there sometimes. So there's the element of, did they know they're being filmed? At times, yeah, they probably would have been aware, but with them there sort of hours, days and weeks throughout the season, they might have forgot. So there is an element of it being genuine. But like Reece kind of said, yeah, he asks him why he's not playing, and Jose says, "You were fantastic in training. I picked you for the Liverpool game, which is a really big game. I didn't think you played well. And then I put Tanganga in against Middlesbrough. He played really well." And then Rose jumps in and says, "But what do you expect when you play me 1 week and I'm not great, and then you leave me out for 4 weeks and you bring me in again?" He just says, "How do you expect me to get any consistency?" And to be fair, Rose, like Reece said, he comes up with a decent argument, but he's quite forward, isn't he? He's quite like abrasive with it. And Mourinho, to be fair to him, he remains totally calm, and he comes back and he says, "It's my perspective." And he's like, "But you're wrong though." And he mentions as well how, I've spoke to the lads about this, and we all think the same. So they're talking about this, this is built up, and then, like Reece says, he asks when Daniel's in, and Jose basically says shortly, and ultimately we know how that conversation went because Danny Rose went on loan to Newcastle. So it's entertaining.
I think with the benefit of hindsight, I mean, there's a lot of players out there who genuinely have a fear of God of playing left back for Newcastle. But that's where he ended up. But I think if he could do it all over again, I think he would have done it differently. I think if he could have just taken a breath and just gone, before I go in and see Jose Mourinho, a world-class manager who has this opinion, perhaps I'll go to my club captain. I'll take Harry Kane in with me, so at least Harry can sit there and discuss it. We can have a discussion rather than a shouting match at each other, or, a heated discussion rather than what it was. But he's openly disagreeing with Mourinho rather than just sort of say, "Okay, well, let me prove to you. Let me do everything I can to work my way back in the team." I don't like his attitude. I've never have liked his attitude. I think he expects things given to him. I don't think he's prepared to work for it. And I think that really came across.